In 2019, a survey to measure the ability of students in reading, math, and science was done by the Program for International Student Assessment, or PISA. And out of 77 countries, Indonesia was ranked at the 72nd place. This shows you how poor our educational system is. Yes, we agree that not all students shall excel in math or science. However, the results of this survey should be taken as a reflective moment for the government to actually see that our educational system isn't looking good. This brings us to one of the issues in the 4th SDGs in which Indonesia is still having a problem with. The 4th SDG exists to ensure an inclusive and an equitable quality of education and to promote a lifelong learning opportunities for all. The 4th SDGs aim to provide that by 2030, all layers of youth in the societies are able to attain to a respective educational institution and are able to acquire the knowledge and skills needed to promote sustainable development. Now moving on, before continuing to my speech, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Inkiriwang and I'm a university student from Universitas Ratulangi. Allow me to present my speech with the title of An Input for the Educational System of Indonesia. There are several factors that hinders Indonesia from achieving the goal that is set by the 4th SDG. There are 3 of them. Number 1, the poor quality of teachers in Indonesia. Number 2, the disparities upon education in Indonesia. Number 3, the missed implementation of curriculum in Indonesia. For the first one, we believe that with great teachers come great students. However, that seems to be a problem in Indonesia. The average score for the Uji Competency Guru in 2021 is 5 out of 10. This proves to you that our teacher is still in need for further training and enhancement. We agree that teachers isn't the only source of information in order for us to learn. There are internet nowadays. However, we believe that the role of a teacher is still significant to a certain level compared to other resources. Students could be smart if they are given with the resources to begin with. However, with the lack of quality of the teachers, students are forced to search for an alternate resources. However, even if they seek for an alternate resources, not all of them could learn it right then and there. Some of them will require guidance but will not find one due to the poor quality of the teachers. And second of all, not all of them will seek those alternate resources because they are too lazy to begin with. Without intervention, this vicious cycle of poor education would never end. Now, with the poor quality of teachers in Indonesia, parents will now seek schools with the best educational quality, and most of them are expensive. Hence, only a certain portion of society that could access it. And the problem is, what will happen to those students that is coming from a poor family background? Most of them would only attend a normal quality school, and if they are willing to learn and study, they could be a great student. But as I've mentioned earlier, not all of them will. With this happening, the disparities will grow even more, especially in underdeveloped areas of Indonesia. So how can the government fix this? There are 2 solutions. Number 1 is to increase the quality of all teachers in Indonesia, and number 2 is to provide a learning platform that is filled with learning contents that is created by great quality teachers that is free and accessible towards all students. And finally, this brings us to the final factor, which is the missed implementation of curriculum in Indonesia. Note that the curriculum of Indonesia have changed a lot. Before the 2013 curriculum was created, students would mostly learn from their teachers during the class. Hence, all the knowledge of the students would come from their teachers. However, these styles of teachings was later on criticized for not being able to give the students a room to improve themselves, a room to improve their critical thinking, and so on. Thus, the 2013 curriculum was created in which it emphasized students to be active during the class and to seek knowledge outside of the school. However, some teachers misunderstood this by having the children learn all things by themselves, with the justification of the students should seek knowledges outside of the school. This will later on create a problem in which the students are having a problem with understanding some concepts due to the lack of guidance and supervision of the teacher. Having this going on, students would be demotivated to study because they are required to study for a longer time for grasping certain concepts and eventually be burnt out, thus performing poor in class due to the tension and the lack of knowledge. The government could mitigate this by promoting more about the curriculum and holding a workshop to upgrade the teachers' understandings upon the curriculum itself. Ultimately, to achieve a better educational system, the government should prioritize the upgrade of the teachers of Indonesia. Because with a great teacher comes a great student. Thank you.